Rangers are currently on the lookout for a new permanent manager, with fans eagerly hoping that the club will secure a high-profile name to usher in a new era at Ibrox. The club has been linked with various managerial candidates, with some of the most prominent names being Jose Mourinho, Rafa Benitez, and Steven Gerrard. As the search for a new boss intensifies, one name that has been generating significant interest is that of Gerrard, who recently addressed the possibility of returning to Rangers. In today's video, we'll delve into his comments and explore the latest developments surrounding the managerial situation at Rangers. Additionally, we will be covering the most recent news from the club over the past 24 hours, a period filled with significant updates that fans won't want to miss. One of the key talking points currently surrounding Rangers involves midfielder Tom Lawrence, who finds himself facing an uncertain future at the club. His contract is set to expire this summer, and while Rangers do have the option to extend his deal by another year, the 31-year-old is set to become a free agent, which has sparked speculation about where he will play next season. Since returning from an injury layoff, Lawrence has impressed with his performances, especially as a substitute, and his influence on games has not gone unnoticed. His decisive penalty in the Europa League round of 16 against Fenerbahce and his contributions in Rangers' thrilling 43 comeback victory over Dundee in the Scottish Premiership have caught the attention of clubs both domestically and internationally. Among the clubs interested in Lawrence is his hometown team Wrexham, who are keen to bring him back to his roots. Wrexham, under the ownership of Hollywood stars Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, has ambitious plans to climb the English football pyramid, and Lawrence is seen as an ideal addition to their squad if they manage to secure promotion to the Championship. Lawrence, a Wrexham native, made his way to Manchester United's youth system at just 8 years old. Though he didn't break into the first team at Old Trafford, he has enjoyed a solid career in English football, making nearly 300 appearances in the second tier. Now, with his future at Ibrox in doubt, Wrexham is eager to offer Lawrence the chance to return to his roots and help them on their journey through the FL pyramid. As for the managerial situation, Steven Gerrard has broken his silence regarding a potential return to Rangers. The former Liverpool captain, who left the club in the autumn of 2021 to take the reins at Premier League side Aston Villa, has been linked with a return to Ibrox this summer as Rangers search for a permanent replacement for Michael Beale. Gerrard's tenure at Villa Park was short-lived, lasting just under a year before he was dismissed, and his last coaching role was in Saudi Arabia with Al Ettifaq. However, it seems that the 44-year-old is enjoying a quieter life at the moment, with his desire to return to football management on hold for now. In an interview on the Peter Crouch podcast, Gerrard made it clear that he isn't looking to get back into management just yet. He said, "I don't want to be back in work, mate, not at the moment. I've just come out, so I'm happy with waking up and being free doing the family stuff. I'm just being free away from stress and all that. I will go back in at some point, but when it's around the clock, which I've been doing the last 18 to 19 months in terms of my last job, I just want to be free. I just want to have a game of golf, go down to Boozer, and have a couple of beers. I want to do normal things that you can really do when you're coaching. So I'm all good. I'm good and stress-free. I'm out of work in terms of the coaching and management, which is obviously 24/7. I'm back in Liverpool for a couple of weeks, seeing friends and family. I'm great. I'm all good." While Gerrard's comments have left some fans disappointed, his stance makes sense given the intense pressures of management at the top level. His time at Aston Villa was marked by high expectations and the weight of managing in one of the most demanding leagues in the world, and it's clear that after leaving Villa, he's relishing the opportunity to take a step back from the rigors of the job. In other news, the much-anticipated takeover of Rangers appears to be progressing more swiftly than many initially expected. According to football finance expert Dr. Dan Plumley, while there have been legal complexities surrounding the deal, it now looks as though the final stamp of approval could come as early as the end of April. This would mark a significant milestone in the club's pursuit of new ownership and could signal the start of a new financial era at Ibrox. Dr. Plumley, a sports finance lecturer at Sheffield Hallam University, expressed his surprise at the speed of the process, noting that it's likely to be completed much faster than anticipated. "It's probably quicker than I would have expected." He admitted, If we cast our minds back a few weeks, this seemed like it could take longer, but if they get to the final stage by April, that's a really quick turnaround in the context of football takeovers. It looks likely to happen, and that would be huge news for Rangers if they can clear that legal hurdle and push forward. For Rangers fans, the prospect of new ownership is an exciting one. The club has faced financial difficulties in recent years, and the hope is that the new investors will bring financial stability and a renewed sense of optimism. The club reported a $17 million loss at the end of 2023, bringing their total net losses over the past decade to nearly $100 million. New ownership could help Rangers navigate these challenges and bring a sense of financial security to the club, something that fans are desperate for after a period of uncertainty. However, there is some caution surrounding the involvement of the 49ers Enterprises, the group that is set to take over Rangers. The consortium is also responsible for managing Leeds United, and the financial difficulties at Elland Road have raised concerns about how they will approach the situation at Ibrox. Leeds recently posted a $61 million pre-tax loss in their latest accounts, adding to their growing financial troubles, which have been exacerbated by their relegation from the Premier League in 2023. The club's revenue has taken a significant hit, with their media rights earnings plummeting from $111.5 million in the Premier League to just $53.5 million in the Championship. Leeds' strategy to offset these losses has been aggressive player trading, with the club generating $69.1 million through sales of key players such as Tyler Adams, Luis Sinisterra, and Archie Gray. While this approach has helped stabilize Leeds, it raises questions about whether a similar strategy will be implemented at Rangers. Given Rangers' own financial challenges, there may be a shift towards a more aggressive financial model under the new owners, one that focuses on player sales and investments in youth development. However, for now, the priority remains securing the takeover deal. With legal approvals expected to be finalized by the end of April, it looks like the long-awaited change in ownership could soon become a reality for Rangers. The prospect of new investment is a hopeful one, but it also comes with questions about how the 49ers Enterprises will approach their new project at Ibrox, and whether their financial strategies will be as effective in Scotland as they have been in England. As the days pass, it remains to be seen how the situation will unfold. With significant developments expected in the coming weeks, Rangers fans are on edge, waiting to see who will take charge of the club and what direction the team will head in next season. The club is at a crossroads, with crucial decisions to be made both on and off the pitch, and the coming weeks will be pivotal in shaping the future of Rangers Football Club. As Rangers fans eagerly await the finalization of the takeover, the club finds itself at a critical juncture. There's a palpable sense of anticipation surrounding what the new ownership will mean for the future of the team. While there are hopes that the financial stability brought by the new investors will lead to better player acquisitions and a stronger squad, there are also questions about how this influx of money will be spent. Will it be used to strengthen the squad, or will it focus on long-term projects such as youth development and infrastructure improvements? The answers to these questions will likely define Rangers' path in the coming seasons. In addition to the ownership transition, Rangers' search for a new manager continues to capture the attention of fans and the media alike. Despite the ongoing speculation surrounding names like Mourinho, Benitez, and Gerrard, it's clear that the club's board is taking its time to make a decision that will have long-lasting effects on the future of the club. The incoming owners, who are expected to bring a fresh approach, may have their own preferences for the managerial position. It will be interesting to see whether they opt for an experienced, high-profile manager like Mourinho, or whether they choose someone with a more intimate knowledge of the club, such as Steven Gerrard. For now, the Rangers fan base remains divided over whether Gerrard's return would be the right move. While many supporters still fondly remember his time at the club, there are also those who feel that a fresh start might be what the team needs. The reality is that Gerrard's stint at Aston Villa, followed by his brief spell in Saudi Arabia, has raised questions about his ability to take on such a high-pressure job again. However, there's no denying the connection he shares with Rangers and the fans, which would make his return an emotional one for many. Meanwhile, with the current interim manager Barry Ferguson at the helm, Rangers are continuing to fight for every point in the league. Ferguson, who has stepped up to fill the void left by Michael Beale's departure, will be hoping that his time in charge can serve as a platform for his future at the club. However, it's clear that his tenure is a temporary one, and he'll need to prove himself capable of guiding the team through what remains of a season in order to stake a claim for a permanent position. One thing that has been a consistent theme throughout this managerial search is the importance of stability at Rangers. The club has been through a turbulent few years, with managerial changes, financial difficulties, and internal unrest all taking their toll. The last thing Rangers fans want is another season of uncertainty, and the hope is that the new owners will bring a sense of direction and clear vision to the club. They will need to choose a manager who not only understands the expectations of managing a club as prestigious as Rangers, but who also has the experience and ability to restore the team to its former glory. As the season draws to a close, the situation at Ibrox remains one of intrigue and uncertainty. Rangers' ability to secure a new manager and begin a new chapter under fresh ownership will be pivotal to the club's future. Fans are desperate to see their team return to the top of Scottish football, and the expectation will be that the new manager and ownership group will push the club back into contention for the Premiership title. With Celtic continuing to dominate domestically, Rangers will need to be more than just competitive. They'll need to be ruthless in their pursuit of success. At the same time, it's clear that Rangers cannot continue to rely solely on financial investment and big-name signings to improve the squad. The club will need to address its long-term goals, which include developing homegrown talent and building a sustainable model that doesn't rely too heavily on external funds. While the immediate focus will be on securing a new manager and making a splash in the transfer market, the club's broader vision will be just as important in the years to come. One area where Rangers could see significant improvement under new ownership is in their approach to youth development. There's a growing belief that the club needs to invest more in nurturing young talent, both from within Scotland and abroad, in order to build a team that can compete at the highest level. Rangers Youth Academy has produced some top talent over the years, but the focus needs to be on ensuring that the club's development system is aligned with the demands of modern football. If the new owners are serious about bringing sustainable success to Ibrox, they will need to prioritize this area and ensure that Rangers continues to produce players who can make an impact at the first team level. In addition to the emphasis on youth development, another key area of focus will be Rangers' scouting network. The club has often relied on a select group of scouts to identify potential talent, but there is a growing need for a more expansive and detailed scouting operation. This could involve expanding the club's reach into new markets and ensuring that they're on the pulse of emerging talent both within Scotland and internationally. Rangers cannot afford to miss out on the next big prospect simply because they haven't expanded their scouting network to the right places. With the right investment and resources, the club can build a scouting operation that rivals some of the best in Europe. Rangers will also need to improve their financial model, which has been a source of concern for some time. While the new ownership group promises to bring financial stability, the club must be cautious not to repeat the mistakes of the past. The previous years of mismanagement and financial instability have left Rangers with a lot to make up for, and the new owners must strike the right balance between spending on players and ensuring that the club operates within its means. It's a delicate balancing act, but one that must be addressed if Rangers are to build a sustainable future. Looking ahead, the future of Rangers Football Club is filled with both uncertainty and potential. The incoming ownership, the managerial search, and the ongoing discussions about the club's financial future are all factors that will shape the trajectory of the team. However, with the right leadership and vision in place, Rangers have the opportunity to turn things around and regain their place at the top of Scottish football. The next few months will be crucial in determining how the club moves forward, and Rangers fans will be watching closely to see what the future holds for their beloved team. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. The transfer window in Scotland is heating up, and one of the most intriguing developments involves Rangers' determined pursuit of Antonio Portales. The Dundee centre-back has caught the eye of the Ibrox club with his commanding presence in defence and ability to contribute in attack. With the January window approaching its climax, sources indicate that Rangers are pushing hard to secure his signature, aiming to bolster their backline for the crucial second half of the season. Portales, a 27-year-old Mexican defender, has been a key figure for Dundee since his arrival in 2023. Despite facing injury setbacks, he has showcased resilience and quality, earning a reputation as one of the most dependable centre-backs in the Scottish Premiership. His performances, particularly against top sides like Celtic and Rangers, have not gone unnoticed, with his defensive solidity and aerial prowess making him a prime target for Philippe Clement's squad. Rangers' interest in Portales is no mere speculation. Reports suggest that negotiations are already underway, with Dundee aware of the growing pressure to hold on to their defensive star. While no formal bid has been disclosed, insiders claim that Rangers are prepared to offer a significant fee to secure his services before the window shuts. The potential move could be pivotal for both clubs, as Dundee might find it difficult to resist a lucrative offer, while Rangers see Portales as a valuable addition to their title ambitions. One of the key factors in this transfer battle is Portales' contract situation. While Dundee would prefer to retain him, the allure of playing for one of Scotland's biggest clubs, with European football on the horizon, could be a decisive factor in the player's decision. Moreover, Rangers' defensive struggles this season have only intensified their desire to bring in reinforcements, making Portales a prime candidate to strengthen their backline. With the clock ticking, all eyes are on Ibrox and Dens Park as this transfer saga unfolds. Will Dundee manage to hold on to their defensive rock, or will Rangers' persistence pay off? One thing is certain, Antonio Portales' future is now a major talking point in Scottish football, and the coming days could see a dramatic twist in his career trajectory. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. This is greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.